How you going, everybody? Hope lockdown's treating you okay wherever you are. Day 3 here in New Zealand, and I'm just starting to get my head around it. Can't get anything from the shops. Don't want to go to the shops. Don't want to stand in a queue. Don't want to be in confined spaces with other people. Not just because of COVID, but just I don't like lots of people. I'm a sociable creature, but I don't feel comfortable with lots of people together. Maybe it's just me. I don't know if you feel the same. I'm an outdoors bloke and I like being outdoors. What are we doing today? Well, first thing, priority is to go down to the houseboat and then to secure it, because some little bastard's been breaking into it and stealing my stuff. A couple of fishing rods, some lures missing, and I've lost all my arrows. I want to go out the mud flats and try and get them if I can. What else am I doing? I'm going to give our good old mate Josh a ring, Josh James, Kiwi Bushman, because I was just thinking about him. And I thought, geez, I haven't called him for a while, and I really like Josh. He's a self-made man. I've got a lot of respect for him, and I just wanted to touch base and see how he's doing. Also throw the invite out to him for when lockdown's over. He wants to come to the opening of my kitchen, because he'd be a good guy to have to cook a feed up for. He's always got something interesting to say, and he's neat company. So I'm going to call Josh. What else am I going to do? I don't know if the shops are open or not, but I want to get a sign, like a surveillance sign, because I do have a game camera. I want to have a shave. I'm going to shave this off, trim it today, because that's what you do. And I'm on my 3rd day of fasting. I haven't eaten now for 48 hours and half a day, so not quite 3 days. It will be tonight. And I'm going to try to get to 7 days. Don't know if I can. This is the longest I've ever fasted for, but I've got a little bit of excess weight. That's not the reason I'm fasting. I'm fasting for health reasons. And there's a lot of gains to be made by fasting. After day 3, your body starts to produce growth hormone, which reverses the aging process. I'm not doing it for that either. When you get to day 7, it increases your chance, or decreases your chances, of developing any type of cancer after day 7 by 70 to 80%. Fasting is a very powerful tool, but you've got to do it right. If you get a wee bit dizzy, as you can do, that's not because you're in a sugar low. That's because your blood pressure's dropped too much, so you need a little bit of salt or maybe a little bit of magnesium, and you've got to keep your water up a lot. You won't wash your electrolytes out, they will be kept in your kidney. Right, I'm going to carry on and we'll talk to you guys soon. We've just taken this out of the garage. We took it on Bruno's cart and dropped it off. It's a stainless top, needs a clean, needs a wee bit of work. We're going to get the rest of what was in the farmhouse. This is what was in the old farmhouse, and we're going to make it so Daniel can cook outside. Might put a barbecue area and bring a bit of a roof or lean-to just to keep the rain off. Should work fine. So with much huffing and puffing, we managed to lift it up on here. Hey Bruno, it's your cart. We're going to use this to transport it. You okay? Lift your end up, mate. Lift it up and come towards me. Push, that's good. I got it. Well, too easy. Look at that. Beautiful. We should start our own furniture removal company. We're going to get over here, right, without dropping it. Without hitting the track. You're going to push, bud. You're going to push. Work it out. Work it out. You wanted to be in the military? Yeah. Well, I'll turn this off and we'll carry on. We're still going, brother. Whew. Don't lose it here. Easy fall over here. Got to really use your strength here. Coming around, doing a good job. Back up in here. And back and push hard, push, and settle it just there for a minute. Right. That was good. Very good. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
So where do you want to put this? Where's it going to go?
Well, I was kind of thinking maybe on the other side, coming around that way.
Oh, now you tell me. We just come from the other side.
Well, we could do it this side as well, which might look even better.
Okay.
Just kind of section.
This has been very entertaining, to say the least. That little trolley, man, I've used it for so many things. I want to do another trip with Bruno sometimes. I don't know if you guys saw the mission we did in this little cart. I slept on it for like 4 or 5 days, and Bruno pulled it. I pulled it sometimes too, with him sitting on it. Right, we'll take it off and we'll think of something. 42 pounds. Old mate's got a slow puncture he's had for 2 years and he still hasn't fixed it. So now my brother Maui's had to lend him this, so we can actually do something. We're going down the houseboat. Neil's come down to help me. We're doing a bit of work to try and secure my houseboat because it's been broken into through the top hatch up there. They've actually broken the catch, and they took my daughter's bow and arrow, and as you can see, they've shot all the arrows out in the mud flats. I couldn't see them last night, but you can see them now. They're out there in the water. There's one over there. Go a little bit closer, you might be able to see it. There it goes. And oh, what a thing to do. They're quite expensive, those arrows. They're just, well, there's another one. Is it there? Oh yeah, there's one there. They just willy-nilly shot them all into the water. They're everywhere. There's one off the bow of the boat, just down there somewhere. So we're going to try and make it so people can't get in. That one there hasn't got any feathers on it. Oh, there's another one over there too, quite far in the distance. There's one out there as well. It's a form of vandalism, really. It's taking something that doesn't belong to you, breaking and entering, and then just willy-nilly shooting the arrows out there. I'm going to try and catch that person and have a wee talk to them, because this is my little sanctuary where I do a lot of my work, get away, and it's not a nice feeling knowing that someone's been in your own private space. They put mud all through it, so we're going to do a bit of tidy up now anyway. This is where they actually broke in. They've lifted it out and they've actually removed that. It was clipped down hard, and the other thing they've done is they've broken a hinge at the back, so I've got to fix that up. And they put mud in here and on the walls and throughout, and they took this seat here when they left and they put it back in there to climb back out through there, so they exited where they came in. Here, they've been through the whole place and made it quite messy. I've looked in the pots and they've been through the cupboards, and what concerned me is they're taking matches out of here. They're taking these matches out, and also when I came here, the bow was on the ground here, and this bottom drawer was open and just actually left right out like that. So I thought maybe something's underneath here. Maybe they've put something down in there, hidden something in there, but nah. Just being nosy and looking for stuff to take. So the fishing rods that were on the boat, they're gone. I had 2 fishing rods in the corner here and some lures. They've left this stuff here though, and they've gone out on the deck here and shot the arrows just into the water, just out here, and shot them all out with the bow. I think someone startled them though, because they didn't steal the bow, they left it behind. Yeah, they all just shot out into there. So they stood here and just wasted them, pretty much. They belong to Dayla, they're $20 each. I came down the houseboat yesterday to check it. We're in lockdown, so you've got to be careful, but we are allowed to check our boats during lockdown. It's part of things we're allowed to do for maritime safety. And when I got on board, straight away I realised someone had actually broken in. They'd broken through the hatch in the top and damaged that. I'm going to fix that today. I'm actually going to secure it so you can't get in. They'd taken my daughter's bow and they'd shot all the arrows out there, but also a couple of fishing rods have disappeared. But the real feeling was that my space, my houseboat, had been sort of, I don't know, just it's not a nice feeling when someone's been in there. So I thought, well, I'm going to try and catch this bastard. And that's what I tried to do. So I went up into the bushes behind here and I waited. And after a while, 2 young fellas came along, Harvey and George. And they came along and they walked up here with their muddy feet, and you can see all the mud they put on the roof of the houseboat. They walked up here and that's there. And they walked across the roof there, and I waited for them to see if they're going to break in, and they didn't. They went to the back deck. They did actually damage the petrol compartment, and then they came back after having a good nosy, and I pulled them up, and they put mud all over the roof. And even while I was talking to them, one of them, Harvey, he wiped his hands on there and on there. He's actually wiping his hands, cleaned them on my boat. No respect to other people's property. So I thought about putting it on public, naming and shaming them, but their intention wasn't to steal anything or damage anything. They were just being bloody downright nosy and not respecting my personal private property. So I'm not going to put that on public. It is on my Patreon, so you can watch me grilling those 2 young men. Now I'm thinking about putting some surveillance in here. Well, I'm not thinking about it, I'm going to do it. But making sure that the person that's been breaking in here, it's not the first time they've been in here, it's a sign they've been on a couple of times. I'm going to secure that because it is my home away from home. It's been my home since we've been building the farmhouse. My father built it and it's important to me. I don't want other people on it without me being there. It's awesome to see these spoonbills. I'm not sure which part of the country they come from. They come and they go. There's batteries inside the boat and these solar panels which gather a lot of pollen at this time of the year. You've got to clean them to get the full charge. They still work if you don't, but they just work a lot more efficiently if you give them a good wipe down. Nice and clean. I think my deckhand deserves a coffee. He does indeed. You're just about done there, Grandad. What do your mates call you? Papa?
It's either Papa Joe or Daddy Dan.
So his mates call him Papa Joe or Daddy Dan. I call him Grandad because he does this when he moves like an old person, and he said that he learned it from old people. He's imitating and mimicking. I thought it was quite funny. Well, I can understand how you could do that because you do tend to replicate what's around you. So if there's 4 men, young men, and they're all smokers, and I put a 5th young man with them, that 5th young guy, he'll start smoking within a couple of 3 weeks guaranteed. But if I have 4 non-smokers or non-vapors and I put a 5th young boy with them to hunt with them all the time, it would be the opposite. He'll stop. Peer pressure. And it's funny how we replicate stuff we hear, like Papa Joe here. I like Papa Joe. I think it's probably better than Grandad. Papa Joe, he does I said, what's wrong with you, man? He goes, oh. I said, what is it? He goes, oh, I'm just copying old people that I've been living with. It's so funny. Right. How'd you get the name Papa Joe? Is it not politically correct?
Well, I asked my mates an odd question, like, what's the one thing in bed you just don't like to be called? And I told them...
The one thing in bed, when you say in bed, you mean by your partner, yeah?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Righto.
And I said, being called Daddy's the one thing that just is like a big turn off. And then ever since then, they just like fucking...
Call you Daddy?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay, righto. Oh, mates are going to take the piss, aren't they?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
So all you single ladies out there, Papa Joe here is, he's single. You don't have a girlfriend?
No, not at the moment, no.
No, not at the moment, and...
Probably keep it that way, by the way.
Probably keep it that way, but don't call him Daddy if you end up in bed with him. This is going well. We just made our coffee on that. Oh shit, that didn't work very well. Made a bit of mess. Okay, some black coffee for you, cowboy.
Fucking
Gee, that's going to be strong, like mud.
yeah, that's just the way I like it.
You like it like that?
A bit of like my heart.
Bitter like your heart. Geez, you're a poet. There you go.
Cheers.
That'd be strong as. How's it taste?
Yeah, it's good. Real bitter.
Well, you can see what we've done. We've made out to here to get these, but she's very, very solid. But these are my daughter's arrows, and I want to click them all. One over there, one there, that'll be a hard one to get. One at the end of the boat, and there might be some more over here somewhere. We'll see if we can find them. The trick on the mud is to walk fast. As soon as you stop, you sink. There we go. There's another one. Gotcha. They've gone rusty because they've been in the salt water. Oh, I think there's one way over there too. Might have to leave that one. Another one. We're really starting to get in the mud now. And this one, oh, this one's upside down. That explains that. How the hell did that? We'll get a bit of clean in there. Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there was a total of 9. So there's 4 missing. Oh well, there's something. Lockdown, everybody's doing their garden chores. Check this out. Push that. We're going to go for a ride in the rain back to the old farmhouse. The houseboat is secure. Doesn't take long for people to start to want to break into stuff if you're not there. I had one day as old mate on these rounds. It didn't take long at all for people to start to bloody well think about breaking into something. And I've only like stopped going on it like 2 or 3 days, and straight away, bang, just shows you, doesn't it? Human beings. Anyway, I've got about a 20-minute ride back to the old farmhouse. Daniel dropped me off and the rain's come. I said, oh, I'll get wet, doesn't matter. So we'll see you back at the old farmhouse. It's taken up a whole morning to really do that. Left the fire going, so a bit of smoke coming out the chimney, so when the robber comes back, or whoever he was, looks like someone's there, because that'll smoke all day, with damper down. I never would have thought of this if Arp hadn't have told me. It's a bloody good idea. An outside plug outside the house, for the simple reason, this, shaving outside, and also a heap of other things you do outside. You don't realise how much you use all the time. How many of you guys use a blade rather than a shaver? I've only started using this. You get a much cleaner shave if you use a blade. Thing is that if I had a girlfriend, like an intimate girlfriend I was living with, I probably would, because you're a bit prickly with these. Blade gives you a much sharper, cleaner look. Man, it's going through some gorse there. Just goes outside. But yeah, I'm just by myself, so long as it's tidy enough for you guys on YouTube, that's all I care about. I can't really multitask, so I'm going to put the phone down and do it. So we're all cleaned up and we don't look any better, we still look ugly. Pace is out the window in the bathroom, I'll pan round, he's out there waiting for me. What do you think, eh? Hey, what you there, Pace, eh? I can see you down there, mate. Yeah. And I don't do shout-outs, but this is a shout-out to you, Peter. I don't do shout-outs because I just get too many people asking about them. Peter contacted me about 6 weeks ago. Clay, I've got lung cancer. It looks like it's also down there, and it's not good, and I'm not sleeping, and I'm in a pretty bad place. So I sent him a video that I made when I was in a wheelchair. I was pretty sick myself, fighting for my own life really, and he said he got a lot out of that. Shut up, Pace. That was 6 weeks ago. He's on the keto diet. He's just today found out today, and with a lot of tears of joy, that the cancer is treatable. He's not going to lose his lung. They can remove it. Down there is not anywhere as bad as they thought it was, and he's sounding really positive, and he just wanted to thank me for everything I've said to him. So the biggest tool if you've got cancer and you're going to chemotherapy is fasting. In fact, fasting is the biggest tool all around for just about any problem. It's something we naturally are meant to do as human beings, but we don't. So if you're having chemotherapy, what it does is it starves the cancer. The cancer likes to have sugar. The cancer feeds on sugar. It also can feed on ketones if it's a brain cancer. Some can, but most don't. And what it does is, when the chemo hits it, the cancer cells are already weak, so it smashes them over more, and you recuperate much better after the chemotherapy. You're less likely to have the adverse effects of vomiting and the headaches and all the horrible stuff. So fasting's a powerful tool, but you need to get into really around to 7 days of autophagy, or 7 days of fasting, to be in that state of autophagy. So Peter's taken that on. I'm sending him a video on a doctor and all the backup of that, of the help that he can get, and we'll watch that space. So that's a good thing. Good news is a thing that doesn't always happen, but today Peter's doing better. So come on, Peter. Right, we'll put some clothes on. Good jokes. Well, we've kind of come to the end of the day for the video. Okay, Pace, don't climb all over me, mate. I'm trying to talk. As soon as I start talking, sit down, Pace. Where you go? Pace, get him behind. Sit down. Calm down. Good boy. Stay down. Sit down. Sit down. Dogs, imagine life without him. Sit down, Pace. Good boy. We're going to do a wee song to finish up this video. Thanks for watching, guys. This is just lockdown. It's the best we can do right now for you. When we get back to normal, we'll have some more fishing and hunting and outdoor cooking and stuff. It's Friday night. It's supposed to be lockdown finishing. It's supposed to be finishing actually tonight at 12:30. Not 12:30, 12 o'clock, sorry. So, I don't know why I said 12:30. I'm not going to hold my breath over it. We'll see how we go. Sit down, Pace. Away you go. we'll just finish off with a bit of harmonica music. Where you go? Sit down, Pace. I don't know why they're so excited. I just sat down here. Pace, get him behind. It's going to piss on my herbs here. Get him behind. Sit down. Sit down. We'll try and finish this video. I'm singing dog and knife, dog and knife. I haven't got time for a white-collar life. Oh, dog and knife, dog and knife. I haven't got time for a white-collar life. I'm rising early in the morning, just about to break of day. Got 4 dogs on the back of my truck and I gotta get away. I'm singing dog and knife, dog and knife. I haven't got time for a white-collar life. Oh.